His name, Merlin.
What's going on, knights, sorcerers, and lords/ladies of all of Ambien, and welcome back to Merlin Weekly. Now, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, why wasn't this episode of Castle of Fyrian premiering on Tuesday? Was there some kind of personal issue keeping it from being produced on time? Was V in a bad mood and didn't want to review it at that moment in time to keep things fresh? Was there a problem with his Netflix/DVD stuff that have him watch all of these episodes in order so that he can review these things on time? All of these sort of things have like a logical reason why I shouldn't have reviewed things exactly on Tuesday. I have none of those reasons. The reason I did not do this on time on Tuesday is because Castle of Fyrian is probably one of the top 5 worst Merlin episodes I've ever seen because of how misplaced that they felt in regard to a lot of events that happened throughout the story. Now, coming from the placement that we had before of Changeling, which was a magical source trying to woo the heart of Arthur to take him away from his own thing, which was basically the writer's way of trying to take away the whole shipping factor of Arthur x Guinevere. How do we then follow up into the next episode? By having 2 magical beings try to manipulate the things of love and the relationship of the ship of Arthur x Guinevere to then make sure that all of Camelot ends up in danger. Are you guys seeing the issue behind that? Because this is the whole synopsis of Castle of Fyrian. Guinevere gets kidnapped and meets her long-lost brother of Elion, who has been taken by King Senred in the infamous Castle of Fyrian, this very impenetrable castle that's located by the coast somewhere, which means world building. And she has to enlist the help of Merlin, who enlists the help of Arthur, who they have not informed of Arthur's illegitimate sister Morgana, pretty much entails with Morgause and Senred in this whole scheme of kidnapping Elion to then have Gwen be involved, to then have Arthur be used as bait, to be like, we can kill Arthur, get Morgana on the throne, and then profit. That's the whole fucking plot of this episode, which in comparison to Changeling, which was the inadvertent way of trying to destroy a ship, this being how to manipulate said ship, is kind of the dumbest segue from, you know how we try to fuck up Arthur x Gwen? Let's do the exact same thing with an even stupider plan because of many different plot holes that we just happen to use because of writing. I say this because as seasons go on, this is the one thing that annoys me the most about Merlin. Throughout many different occurrences, many different magical beings have uncovered and discovered through many context clues that Merlin is Emrys, aka one of the most powerful magicians that will ever exist in Ambient's history and future, which means that he is ultimately a threat that they try to take more seriously to give forth one of or even some of the most memorable battles and memorable moments that come within Merlin's whole run. However, as Season 3 demonstrates for a lot of villains that use magic and just don't really utilize their minds, Morgana and Morgause, who are claimed to be some of the most powerful female sorceresses, aka enchantresses, end up just looking at Merlin, not taking any of the context clues about how does he survive these impossible feats? How come all of our plans just happen to go haywire as soon as Merlin just happens to show up when we just use these magical items or try to attack him and then some wacky stuff happens? What is going on with our entire schemes? As if somehow there is a magical source happening, or maybe it's divine intervention saving Arthur, but we're not sure what's going on. It's as if this whole entire season, from how it's trying to shape up, is basically saying, We know we could make our villains smarter and make for a more duel-based thing of we do one plan against Arthur, but oh wait, Merlin's involved. We have to make sure there's a distraction for him. That way there's more conflict. There's more stuff going on. There's more action. There's more suspense. There's more magical duels that could have happened that could have really sold our budget to where it could have gone to bigger heights for seasons 4 and 5. But instead, lazy writing, lazy plot details, and just trying to do all this or other sort of stuff to make two villains that really seem smart pretty fucking dumb by not picking up the context clues in time to make for more satisfying conflict. This episode being one of the biggest factors since the entire plan unravels the more you think about it. Merlin happens to know all the stuff going on with Morgana, who at the beginning of the season tried to go sassy with, "Do you think I'm stupid, Merlin?" And every single waking moment when you're just watching her scheme with more ghosts or with Sanred or with any other mystical being that happens to come along when the series continues, you're just like, yes, you are very fucking dumb, you stupid bitch. And it's making this episode one of my least favorites because it just emphasizes just how pointlessly moronic everything with the writing is dwindling down to when it's just compressed into such a stupid idea for how do we kill Arthur? And we have no other problems, then we're good. Well, there's Merlin. He's nothing. It's just a big problem for myself that I didn't want to take this episode any further than I wanted to on Tuesday. But I was like, at least I can make it up for everyone on Thursday, and then we'll be good. And I'm still pissed as shit. So, if you guys want to watch Castle of Fyrian for world building, some shipper moments, some pretty good effects of what happens with magic, or some funny moments that happen here or there, you can watch this at your leisure. I just choose this to be one of the top 5 worst episodes I've ever seen from Merlin because it just emphasizes a lot of bad things that happen from bad writing and bad execution for ideas and how a season should progress. Especially since the main character is getting stronger and stronger, and he should be viewed more and more as a threat despite being so subdued in appearance and as in mannerisms and discretion. But I'm going to take a deep breath and get myself prepared to be back stronger on Tuesday for you guys. So I'll see you guys properly on Tuesday.